Would you please welcome the stars of Babylon, Margot Robbie and Diego Calva. Can you tell that Australia's happy to see you?
It's great. I've been talking Australia up so much to Diego, and everyone's really living up to the hype here, and I'm appreciating it.
There was a lot of talk when we spoke to you last night about getting loose at the premiere. Was it a big night?
It was, and actually, thank you. It's my first time in Australia, and I think I maybe stay for longer.
Made lots of people very happy, Diego.
Now, Margot, one of your friends yelled out Maggot to you on the red carpet.
Yeah, let's get into that.
Please tell me that's your nickname and not just an insult they threw out.
That has been my nickname since I was probably 6 years old or something at school. I think a substitute teacher may have read my name out wrong on the roll call or something and said Maggot, and everyone laughed. And then, it was one of those things that you hope fades away by lunchtime, but here we are.
Yeah. It just shows
still around.
You can actually never outgrow your how
and
successful do you have to become?
No, you can't pick a nickname either. It's like you get given it, you don't get to...
Exactly. Diego, were the Australians nicer to you on the red carpet?
No, but I think Margot's brother...
I'm so sorry.
Of course,
Margot's friend.
But Margot's brother, your brother put me my first nickname, Diego Calva.
He did. My younger brother was emceeing, and he was so nervous, and he checked with me the day before. He's like, I just want to check the pronunciation of everyone's names. Got it right, and then on stage said Diego Salva.
Good.
Yeah, but that's as far as nicknames go. There could be worse.
Yeah, pretty good.
You
could be Maggot.
Yeah, you could be Maggot. Yes.
Can we talk about the movie? Sam and I saw it at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, wow.
It is wild.
It's like doing a tequila shot for breakfast.
yes.
Yeah. How would you even begin to describe a movie like this?
It is so epic. It's such a wild... It's kind of like, obviously, it's a look at Hollywood in the 1920s, but that makes it sound quite boring. and honestly, it's just boring, so decadent and debaucherous, and it's big and wild and epic and just an insane ride and just so much movie and such a sensory overload. But it's a crazy film. It was a crazy experience making it.
Yeah, I love letter to movies, so...
Yeah. It's a cinematic spectacle for sure. Damien Chazelle's a phenomenal filmmaker, but it is. It's like a love letter to cinema written with a poison pen.
Yeah, it's a whole experience.
Yeah.
There's also I'm not giving anything away here because it's been talked about a lot that the opening 30 minutes is essentially an orgy of some sort, like there's a lot going on. It's a real explosion of the sexual senses.
Yes.
Your mum was there last night. She's obviously not the first time she's seen the film, I'm sure. Did she enjoy those bits?
It's always awkward watching an orgy with your mum sitting next to you. Look, that's never a chill experience. But to be honest, after The Wolf of Wall Street, I think my family's, braced at this point for whatever I do. But no, my mum loves the movie. She's like, this is a phenomenal film, and it really is. And actually, I was surprised. A lot of my family were just like, I just didn't want it to end. And I mean, it's a long film. They were like, I could have kept watching that for so long. They got on board. I think they were clutching their pearls at some points, but they were good.
There's a particular moment with you in an ice sculpture that if you haven't seen it yet, just hang out for that.
Let's not remind my mum of that.
Okay, sorry about that.
Get that out of your brain.
It was such a feast for the senses, and I was thinking the whole way through, would this have been as manic to kind of film as it is to watch in this way? And would you need some, downtime to really chill out? And we heard that you bought, is it Pokemon cards on set to sort of... Is that how you zen yourself out when you're...
Them all.
Yeah, I have to catch them all for sure.
You really took that seriously. So really
the problem is nobody knew how to play Pokemon cards, so I was playing against myself. Hey, it's not sad. It's a very good way to practice.
It obviously speaks to the fact that you both have this great and deep love for film. What's the first film that you watched that made you think, OK, this is what I want to do?
I didn't ever realise it was a feasible career choice, being an actor, but I did always love film and watched movies just on repeat and would go to you know, go to Pack Fair and sit on the cinema steps and just watch the trailers. Yeah,
Yeah,
Packers, Gold Coast people in the audience. There you go. Okay, Birch, Callow and Coyle. Yep. So I just always loved movies. I just didn't realise I could be an actor, and then I found out one day that someone will pay you to do it, and that was a wonderful revelation.
Diego, how about you? Was there like an actor or a film that you saw and you're like, okay, that's what I'm going to do?
Yeah, maybe not about acting, you know. It takes a while to realize that, okay, I can act and make a living about it. But when I was young, I was watching Peter and the Wolf, the Disney movie.
Yeah.
And that was my first time, like, getting hooked with the movie. Like, I think the first time I watched it, I was so afraid with the music of the wolf that I have to, like, live that again and again and again. And I think that was it. Yeah.
Well, Margot, you said that Nellie is the character you most identify with. Nellie does some shady things. Are you trying to tell us something?
What have you done?
She's definitely the character I'm probably most close to. It's tricky to explain. I think she's definitely took the most from me, and maybe I put some of myself in her, but I didn't think we had a lot in common. But all my, girlfriends saw the movie last night and they're like, it's totally you. And I was like, that's insulting. That's a little bit...
How offensive.
That's not a good thing. They were like, you would do all that. I was like, I wouldn't do any of those things. She's unhinged. And I'm not. No, but she definitely... We definitely do have some crossover, but no, in a lot of ways, thankfully, we're not alike. But she's... I think she's always going to kind of have a special place in my heart, as will this film. I think this is the film I'm most proud of. Yeah.
There's a great scene where Nellie has to cry on cue. Can you do that in real life? Did you learn that on Neighbours?
I did. I mean, I got a lot of practice on... I did over 300 episodes on Neighbours, so there
Donna,
was...
never forget, my
Donna,
queen.
right? Did you watch...
I was a big fan.
Sam's girlfriend's in the audience. Did you know that?
She has never come to watch me do the show, but she heard you were on, Donna, and she came straight in.
Donna's, yeah, I'm honoured.
Could you give us a few tips on how to cry? We all need an exit strategy, don't we, Sam? So, just give us some tips. Instruct me.
I just think of something sad. I know that sounds overly simple, but just try it. Think of something...
Has anyone got the promo handy?
Really sad. Come on. One
I'm trying to
tear.
pass a stone. Is it true you can cry out of one eye?
I was about to say, pick the eye that's closest to camera and let the tear drop.
Can you really control it, which eye it comes out of?
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes.
I thought that was just eye drops.
Yeah, no.
Wow.
All right, let's practice in the ad break.
Yeah.
We all come back bawling and nobody knows
I know,
why.
everyone's like, they look awful.
All right.